Silken tofu is aptly named. Its super soft, ultra creamy texture is silky smooth and delicate. It's scoopable like Greek yogurt, so it's often used in dips, puddings, and other desserts, and to add plant-based creaminess and protein to smoothies, like the passionate dragon smoothie we're making today. Now, the dramatic name for our smoothie comes from the combination of dragon fruit and passion fruit that we're using as its base. Now, obviously, you can find these fruits fresh, but when we're making smoothies, it's more important that we can find them frozen. Now, dragon fruit, pretty interesting looking fruits. And it has varying intensities in the colors of its flesh. Dragon fruit looks the same on the outside, but the flesh can vary from this really dramatic purplish pink to pale pink to almost white. You would think that the flavor would be equally intense, but it's not. It's actually pretty mild and lightly sweet. So it's great when you use it with another fruit that packs more of a punch. Enter passion fruit, or the frozen passion fruit puree, say that 5 times fast, that we're going to be using in our smoothies. Passion fruit is tart, it's tangy, it's so delicious, one of my favorite fruits. If you can't find frozen passion fruit, you can substitute another frozen tropical fruit like papaya, or even mango chunks work really well as a substitute.
By the way, this is a lesson from ATK Classes on the America's Test Kitchen app and website. With ATK Classes, you'll get access to a wide variety of lessons filled with masterful techniques, helpful videos, and step-by-step photos. From knife skills and making hand-rolled pasta to baking and frosting incredible cakes, all taught by our expert instructors.
So I have my blender ready to go, and there is a science to the way that you make a smoothie. That might sound a little nerdy, but there really is. I'll add my frozen fruit first, because I want to get that down right up against the blades, so that's going to get processed really well so we have a smooth smoothie. That's 2.5 cups of frozen dragon fruit chunks and 4 ounces of frozen passion fruit puree that I've cut into 2-inch pieces. Now, every smoothie needs something to make it not just smooth, but also kind of creamy. Otherwise, you just have fruit slush. Now, most recipes, or many recipes, use Greek yogurt. It has nice, fluffy, rich texture, and it works great adding protein to your smoothie as well. But if you're kind of heading in a plant-based direction, or you can't have dairy, silken tofu is really fantastic in the same application. It's creamy. The texture is more custardy than fluffy. It's more scoopable than Greek yogurt is, but it's going to give it that same silky, creamy texture. Now, one note is to make sure that you're using silken and not soft. Soft tofu is soft, but it's never going to process as smoothly as silken will. You'll still get some graininess, and you don't want that in your smoothie. I have measured out 4 ounces of silken tofu. We need a slightly sweet element to balance out all that tart, tangy intensity. So I have half of a ripe banana, which is a smoothie staple. It gives us sweetness, it adds a little starch, and kind of gives us almost a buttery feel when you drink your smoothie. The final element is a cup of water. Now, we're not adding any ice to this smoothie because we started with frozen fruit. So we just need enough water to loosen everything up and make sure that it processes and combines well. So we'll start this on low speed, the lowest setting that your blender has, and we'll let it go until things start to combine, but the texture's still a little coarse. You will always want to start really, really low and build up your speed. After about 10 seconds, we'll get in there and just kind of stir some things around and scrape the sides of the jar. A lot of people will start out with the speed way too high, and then you never get that good start to really break down the fruit. That's why you have chunks in your smoothie, and that's just not a good thing. So now we'll start out slow, and we'll build the speed up and let it blend for about a minute until it's really nice and smooth. All right, let's check this out. Oh my goodness, I wish I could share this smell with you. I'm stirring it just to see what the consistency looks like, because I can always add a little more water if it's too thick, but this looks really nice. So this batch makes 2 1.5 cup servings. Oh goodness gracious, that's a smoothie. I'll have to check this out with my special straw. that is nice. That's so intense and tart from the fruit, but this tofu gives it some nice creaminess, but you don't taste tofu. That means that you can substitute tofu equal amounts that you would for Greek yogurt in any smoothie recipe. Ah, this is so good. Believe it or not, there is a science to good smoothie making. Add your fruit first to make sure things get well blended, balance your sweet, tart, and tangy flavors, and add a creamy emulsifier for the perfect smoothie texture. Silken tofu can be your ace in the hole.
Now that you're on a roll, why not take the next step? Go to americastestkitchen.com/classes or download the America's Test Kitchen app to start learning with ATK classes today.